Hey y'all, welcome to my oil change video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change your oil on, I'm going to do it on my motorcycle, but this also applies to cars. It's just an engine. There's literally one extra step when you're doing it on a car, and that's you have to get it off the ground. First step is I need to go warm up the engine, so I'm going to take it for a little drive. About 10 or 15 minutes is sufficient. You just want to make sure your engine's really hot before you do this, because you really want to burn your hands. No, I'm just kidding. You want all the contaminants in your engine to be circulated and suspended in your oil when you drain it, and also the less viscous your oil is, the faster it'll come out, and that kind of helps like sweep everything out of your engine. Just gotta be careful. Alright, so these are the tools you're going to want for this job. A socket set, a set of Allen keys to get the fairings off of the bike, some assorted screwdrivers may come in handy. You're definitely going to need an oil drain pan, and it's a good idea to keep a piece of cardboard underneath so stuff like this doesn't happen and stay in your driveway. And then last, an oil filter wrench can really come in handy if whoever did the oil change before you put the filter on too tight. Okay, so right here you can see that my coolant temperature is at an ambient temperature, so whatever it is outside, the bike is cold, if you will. And I like to go for a bit of a spirited drive before doing stuff like this, just to make sure that the engine is fully up to temperature, like as hot as it'll get, and then you can drain your oil and you'll get the best results. Let's hit it. Alright, so I just got back from my ride, and I just want to say real fast that this is a good way, but not an extremely reliable way to tell if your oil is hot enough. That's your coolant temperature, so it doesn't read oil temperature. Most vehicles don't read oil temperature, so just make sure you're driving for like 10 or 15 minutes, like I said, to make sure that your engine is up to temperature. Okay, so the next step for me, since I don't have to lift this bike up because it's already off the ground enough for me to get under here, I have to take off this fairing, and a similar how do you say, I have to take off this fairing, and a similar okay, so the next step for me is, since I don't have to lift the bike up off the ground, is to take off this fairing to access the oil filter, which is right here, and the drain plug, which is under here. I could probably get to the drain without taking this off, but I want to change my oil filter at the same time that I'm changing my oil. That's hot. Come on, you be louder. Yeah, so I gotta remove this. If you're doing this on a car, you might have to remove like a belly pan that goes under the engine to prevent like water and dirt from splashing up and getting on your engine and surrounding parts. Yeah, take this off real quick. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the oil pan under the bike, and that's all lined up. Yep, good enough. And remove this fairing. Hold on. Oh, it's clipped on down there still. Okay, yeah, there we go. Put the fairing off. The oil filter's right here, and the oil drain plug bolt is right here. Alright, so I'm going to use a 12mm to remove this drain bolt down here. Yeah. Lefty loosey. Yeah, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Oh, that was tighter. That was bad. Alright, that's lefty loosey. Definitely don't want to do what I just did. Oh my god, the kickstand is like right in the way almost. Oh boy. Here. Give me that.
I eat that.
I didn't curse
You need to watch your language.
or anything. Alright, so this is the flow that you're looking for. That's why you want to get your engine hot. All the contaminants in here floating around. You're gonna make sure they all spill out with your oil. If you just do a cold change, then they'll normally be sitting at the bottom of your pan and not everything will get out. And you can't get everything regardless, but
It also takes longer.
yeah, it does take
Because
longer.
the oil's so viscous.
Okay, so next up is the filter. Oh, this is hot. This is really hot. Nice. Alright, so this is my oil filter. I'm cleaning out the oil filter housing just to make sure that the gasket, when I put it back on, gets a good seal. Make sure any rubber gets oiled up so that it doesn't get caught anywhere that it shouldn't be. I'm going a little crisscross. Feels pretty good to me. Alright, fill it up and put the oil back in the motor. There's a little fill window right here that you're not going to be able to read while the bike is leaned over. So, and for cars, it's dipstick, which this is why you want to be on a level surface. So, I have changed the filter, sealed the engine, drained all the oil, and now it's time for me to fill it up. So that's what I'm gonna do. This motor takes 2 quarts, I think it's like 1.9 quarts of 10W30 motorcycle oil. I don't know if I can even see any oil yet.
We're doing an oil change.
Alright, so this is my little sight glass on my oil level. Now I have to run the bike for a little bit and make sure that the oil circulates throughout the engine and then turn it off and let it settle again. So that's what I'm gonna do. Once you filled it up to the correct level, you're all set and you're good for another 5,000 miles. My roommate's making fun of me for my shirt. But yeah, that's the end of my video. Those are all the steps. Good luck on your oil change. I hope it goes well. Those kids just lost their ball.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
I don't know if you can balance at all.
All right, crisis averted. Yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Follow me on Instagram at sr.snyder. Follow our YouTube channel on Instagram at 5Speed Garage. Subscribe to our YouTube at 5Speed Garage. And have a good one. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Look what I bought. Oh, wow. Can we not do that? This is supposed to be for school. This is an educational video. Yeah, it says Honda. Honda.